Hey everyone, we are 2 a.m. That's two assholes on a microphone. My name is Dirk. This is Crystal. And today we have Mesus with DaMaskUs. And after that, we have another video for you to watch as well.
Now, this was requested by Dalton Ballard quite a while back. I'm glad we can get to it. We really like Mesus.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Now, I think this video is from last year.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly. We didn't actually check before we started.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain this is from last year. Cordell Paige as well. Shout out Cordell.
Hey, I wish you stop and do what's right. You such a crybaby. Yeah, it's just the constitutional rights getting violated. That's just a piece of paper. Our lives are more important.
I wish you'd stop and do us right. You just a crybaby. Yeah, but our constitutional rights are getting violated, and he's saying that's just a piece of paper. Our lives are more important.
Okay, I'm gonna do us a solid here. I'm gonna move us down there to the bottom. Alright. Yes. And that they both make good points in this regard. I just think that Mesus is it's more at home to me.
Well, let's see where he's going with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I do like that he's showing both viewpoints.
Yeah.
Constitutional rights getting violated. That's just a piece of paper. Our lives are more important. That piece of paper represents the lives that died for it. You wanna talk about that? A million worldwide. But you selfish, you wanna make this all about your rise. You ride a million worldwide, that's why I ain't gon' panic. That's 1% of 1%, I think I'll take my chances. Not with my life you won't.
That's 1% of 1%, a million worldwide. I think I'll take my chances. He's right. There are viruses out there far more deadly that we walk out the door every day and don't even think about.
Yeah. There's hell, the flu has killed more people in a year than this one did.
I ain't gon' panic. That's 1% of 1%, I think I'll take my chances. Not with my life you won't. Miss me with life's value while you agree with abortion, saying they should be allowed to. That's totally different. Wow, that's pretty damn convenient. Guess life has sanctity now unless it's inconvenient.
He has a point there. If you're okay with abortion that isn't medically necessary for the mother or the baby, then why is suddenly this such a issue? You know what I mean? I know I'm not saying that quite right, but
The simple fact is, they're trying to enforce a certain viewpoint that they don't share when it comes to
other things.
Like, for instance, they're all for killing babies. I'm sorry, abortions. But once they get to a certain age, it's sanctity of life, and it doesn't work that way.
Yeah. There's that, and then there's the fact that why is it suddenly your decision as to what's better? They're acting like they're afraid for everybody else, when the fact of the matter is, if they're honest, they're just afraid for themselves.
Yeah.
And they want to push that on other people.
Different, wow, that's pretty damn convenient. Guess life has sanctity now unless it's inconvenient. Why they keep calling it quarantine? We ain't even sick. Let's keep it real, this martial law that we agreeing with.
That's true. You don't quarantine the well, you quarantine the sick.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just that's just infringing on your rights.
Yeah, that's just imprisonment.
Yeah.
Keep calling it quarantine, we ain't even sick. Let's keep it real, this martial law that we agreeing with. COVID's a Trojan horse. If we don't go to war for our rights, then I can assure you they'll just keep taking more. Sure. You act like Nazi Germany never happened, and they ain't tracking every single action. Oh well, welcome to the new normal. Comply, I'm a snitch. But you look past broken glass and throwing piles of bricks. It's just
I want to say something here. I so want to say something here, but we're not allowed to say the things that we want to say, but I think y'all know what we want to say. And it has gotten so much worse all over the place since this song was made.
Yeah. Let's just say that between the two of them, Mesus is the more correct one. Thus far.
Thus far.
Comply, I'm a snitch, but you look past broken glass and throwing piles of bricks. It's just 6 feet apart, just social distancing. Just seeing who is smart, who gets into conditioning. It's just safer at home, just invading our homes. It's just a couple weeks. That's what.
If you feel like it is safer for you to be at home, if you're high risk, then by all means stay home.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do to keep yourself healthy and safe to the best of your ability. But you got to trust other people to do that for themselves as well.
Yeah, you can't force them to comply to what you think is, I don't know, the correct way.
Right. Everyone's responsible for their own safety and their own health at the end of the day.
Yep.
They said 8 months ago. Safer at home, just invading our homes. It's just a couple weeks. That's what they said 8 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay, this was 8 months after?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They could have done that 15 months.
Supposedly it was just to slow the spread, right?
Yeah, it was to flatten the curve, is what it said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was supposed to slow the spread of the
virus so that people wouldn't overwhelm the hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? The hospitals aren't getting overwhelmed. And I'll just leave it at that. At least not due to this.
Gotta flatten the curve. Any doctors and nurses that disagree, hurry quickly. We gotta ban it work. Such a jerk. Can't you see these hospitals are overrun? No, but since there's so many of them, why don't you show me one? It's for the greater good.
Alright, actually, at that point in time, I could have showed you one.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because of the virus. Vancouver was overrun, but that's because they have a waiting list for people with minor illnesses, like 3 months long.
Well, yeah.
No, but since there's so many of them, why don't you show me one? It's for the greater good. I'm the bad guy, right? Tell me what good clothes and businesses does for families' lives. Call me a granny killer. I'm just using the backbone that my grandpa gave me to fight to make sure this land is still here. When I become a grandpa, so quit saying I'm careless. Quit trying to shame me, I promise you I won't feel embarrassed. Promise you I don't care if I gotta die from this. You think this is a song? You dead wrong, I put my life in this. I stand with we the people, cause we can see the evil. Hey politicians, listen up, you need us, we don't need you. Freedom.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is for sure.
That's something I wish most of them would recognize.
I wish that's something that most people would recognize.
The politicians are supposed to be representatives of us. They're not supposed to be in power over us.
Right. They're supposed to ensure our rights so we
Yes.
can provide a life for ourselves.
Freedom means I am free to live as my God intended. No chains of slavery or mask, but I will not accept it. It's just a mask. Why is that so hard? Is that too much to ask? And you say you believe in God? It's pretty funny cause I can't see it. You making me lose faith in him and humanity. You such a drama queen saying.
Why?
I've got this to say. That mask does a lot of problems for a lot of people. There are a lot of people that can't breathe properly with the mask on because of medical conditions. Then you have people like me who find it a hell of a lot harder to communicate because I rely a lot on reading people's lips. And it is hard for me without people being masked to understand, especially in a crowded place where there are a lot of voices and a lot of different noises, what people are saying. So you add the mask on top of that, and it's that much more difficult. And then you have the fact that children aren't going to be able to learn when they're little the different facial expressions and the non-verbal communication skills that they need. Those things are important too.
Yeah. And then you just go on to the simple fact that it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't help.
Not with an airborne virus.
But there's only one doctor, we all know who he is, that they help, and we already know that he's full of it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Cause I can't see it. You making me lose faith in him and humanity. You such a drama queen saying you can't breathe. So what's your plan B? Take it off and then you really can't breathe. Not to mention all the people that you put in danger. I thought your precious savior told you should love your neighbor. Guess you never understand, huh? Think you taking stands, huh? Conspiracy theories, nobody take you serious. It's kinda sad, bro. I used to love your music, but your views are stupid, so you lost another fan from. I wonder if you even care, though apparently no.
Okay, you used to love his music, and now you don't love his music because he's not gonna fucking put a mask on?
That's crazy. No, he said because of his views, he thinks he's a conspiracy theorist. He doesn't agree with what he says. He doesn't follow his logic. Therefore, he doesn't love his music anymore because apparently you can only like people you agree with.
Apparently. Now, don't get me wrong, this dude has a wicked flow and he's really good at what he's doing, but I can't follow your logic. I just can't.
Right.
And, you preach about wearing the mask all the time, but what you're really doing is just cutting him down for not. You're not giving a good reason why the mask is helpful.
I'm pretty sure that Mesus is doing both parts, but the
No,
other.
it said his name on there.
Oh, all right.
But you're not giving a good reason as to why we should wear a mask. All you're just saying is, they said it's only for, it's only to flatten the curve. They said this. They said that. Sounds
But
an awful.
you're not saying why they said that.
Yeah.
You're not giving any.
But it really does sound a lot like you're being led.
Mm-hmm. Like you're scared and you're clinging.
Yeah.
Stupid, so you lost another fan from. I wonder if you even care, though apparently no. Apparently the doe's the only thing you had for. COVID took my grandma, but do you care enough? Karma's suggest you be more careful. It's just a mess today, just a shot tomorrow. So be a man today.
Wow. He didn't know that was gonna be a real thing, but.
I'm sorry, I was still back in the I lost my grandma, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, I lost a family member due to it too, and that's difficult. But when you have comorbidities like she did, or you're of a certain age, or there are certain things, when you get any kind of infection, it can kill you.
Mm-hmm.
When you get any kind of virus, it can kill you. At a certain point, when you have certain illnesses and you're of a certain age and your immune system is down, a flu can kill you. A cold can induce pneumonia. I mean, things like that happen.
Yeah, as you age, your immune system breaks down.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with her not wearing a mask properly or whatever.
Right.
If she was at a certain age, if she was going to get it, it was going to kill her.
Right.
Because you don't have the proper immune system to defeat it.
Right. But here's the thing. With my particular family member, even though she got sick and died from it, she didn't want to be isolated and alone while she was dying. Some people would rather risk the illness than the isolation of what could be the last year, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their life.
Yeah. And when think about this, if you want to follow through with the government's mandates and things like that, think about this. Think of all the people in 2020, since this virus started, who had no choice but to die alone because nobody could be there to see them.
Mm-hmm.
Hundreds of thousands of people died alone and scared and without anyone there to show comfort.
And how many people lived alone in isolation, away from their families and their loved ones at what was the ending of their life, and they never got this virus, but they died from something else.
Mm-hmm.
An aunt of mine, before she passed, said that you can think about length of life, but when you get to a point, quality of life means much more.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's that.
Just a little food for thought, everybody.
It's just a mess today, just a shot tomorrow. So be a man today, a robot tomorrow. You better stand today, for we ain't got tomorrow. The end is getting nearer, time we living on is borrowed. But not because of virus, because we're letting tyrants run our lives, and any resistance is getting silenced. You say I'm acting childish, I know you so much smarter. I know you went to college, believe everything they taught you. I'm educated too, went to a different school, the school of hard knocks. Show you what these fists can do. Keep listening to the news, thinking it makes you woke. I think it makes you confusing, this whole thing is a joke. Except it ain't funny, all the rights they taking from me. Can't even take my family to parks on days of sunny. Can't even eat inside, but you could build a building next to the building and eating that, and everything's alright.
Right? They
Yeah.
were doing that.
They were doing that. They were doing that for months. You can't eat inside, but you can build a small building next to where it is you're supposed to be eating, and their
It's the same
logic
thing.
made no sense.
And you can. It got later where you could go into a half-capacity restaurant, and you could enter as long as you were wearing a mask, and from the door to your table. But when you sat down, you could take it off, and that's fine. Like, the virus isn't in the air.
Yeah.
If somebody is sick in that vicinity, it's already in the air. That mask doesn't lose effectiveness if it's effective just because you're sitting.
Yeah. And the 6 feet apart thing, the virus can live longer than 6 feet of travel.
Well, I don't know for sure with this particular one, but depends on if you cough, if you sneeze, if you have something like that, you should wear a mask, sure, for the bigger particulates, but you're just talking about breathing in and breathing out.
Yeah.
But you could build a building next to the building and eating that, and everything's alright. My wife can't do no nails, but liquor stores are open. Can't get a workout in, but you can get a push. Honestly, I
Go back a minute. I'm gonna make sure I heard him right.
build a building next to the building and eating that, and everything's alright. My wife can't do no nails, but liquor stores are open. Can't get a workout in, but you can get a push.
Can't get a workout in, but you can get abortions. Can't go and have your nails done.
But the liquor stores are open.
Yeah, because those are necessities.
Yeah, those are.
There were places where they stopped letting people buy gardening stuff, but the liquor stores were open.
Yeah.
Make that make sense.
Yeah, that I don't understand these people's logics at all.
Honestly, I don't know what bothers me more, the hypocrisy or that you ignore. 99% recovery rate, but hey, let's shut down the states and blame
Right.
Trump, cause it sucks. He said America's great.
Yes, that was one thing they did. They shut down everything and then blamed Trump for it. You know me, like okay, whatever.
Recovery rate, but hey, let's shut down the states and blame Trump, cause it sucks. He said America's great. Swear I hate all these narratives pumping fear in our kids. Most of y'all are dead already, cause you scared to death to live.
I think that right there is the most powerful statement.
Yeah, it
Most
really
of y'all
is.
are dead already because you're too scared to live.
Yeah, and that's something that a lot of these call them mask people. It's these people who are pro mask and they just completely lost their way. They have no idea what it is to actually live anymore, to go out and take a risk and try to do things better.
There are people nowadays that I've seen online and in other forums talking about how when they go outside now and they see somebody with no mask on, it induces a fight or flight response in them and causes panic attacks. That is not natural at all. That is inducing illness in people in a psychological way that we shouldn't have.
You're absolutely correct. Now, I know people, personally, I know these people who have been vaccinated and still wear 2 masks when they're alone in their car. That is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Mesus, I appreciate your insight. You did really well with this one, and you saw some things coming down the pipeline that some of us saw coming, but we figured more people would see it and it wouldn't get that bad. But here we are.
Now, that being said, we're going to lighten the mood now.
Yeah.
Because we had this, and I decided a little something for Halloween. Little Halloween fun. A little something funny. And so we're going to listen to PinHead's version of Man in the Box by Alice in Chains.
PinHead?
Yes.
Like HellRaiser's PinHead?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Whoever's playing is awesome.
Right? Scary with my pens. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they sound awesome, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, let's go. That's definitely a thing in the HellRaiser movies. There was no escaping.
Yep. I'm really digging this a lot.
Oh, me too.
Escape me.
Okay, the first verse, what would you think, babe?
I love it.
So I'm digging
I
this.
like the Cenobites. There's no escaping. I like all of it. And I love the way it fits in with the movie series, like, so perfectly.
Yeah, and they're kind of following through with the old Man in the Box original video.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just a great kind of combination of the two. It's wonderful.
From
just realized that we haven't said anything in the last little bit.
There's not really that much to say. They're pretty much just saying the same words over and over again.
Yeah, but the video quality of this is amazing, to be honest.
It's entertaining.
It's entertaining. His makeup is really good. Not so much the drummer. But
Right.
you can see the rest of never mind.
That denied your maker. There's, because it's basically saying you ended up here because you denied God.
Yeah.
And this is the labyrinth of hell. Okay, cool.
The Merkins.
The Merkins. That's awesome.
Joey Seiler. Joey Seiler is the vocalist on that one.
That was pretty good. I liked that. That was a good way to end a serious video with something fun.
Yeah.
If you would like any more of these monster guys this
few
Halloween
of
season.
These. I know a few of these I haven't watched yet, but
so if you'd like for us to do more cover songs by different Halloween type monsters, let us know.
If you have anything to say about the Mesus song, DaMaskUs, be happy to hear it.
Yeah, we'd like to know your thoughts and opinions on the situation in as much as we can speak on it. Be blessed, y'all.
Peace.